Good morning everyone, welcome to Travel Sticks. My name is Vincent and today we're talking Kendo gear. But before we go into the kind of gear and equipment that we use in Kendo and for what reasons we use them, I need a haircut because my hair is way too long and I'm done with it. I'm totally done with it. So let's go get to the hairdresser first and then we'll talk Kendo gear. Alright, hi guys. So as promised, we'll talk about the Kendo gear right now. So all of the various pieces that we use in order to do Kendo. Now what I've done, what I've tried to do, is I've laid out all of the various pieces of equipment and I'll show you it in a second. And then we'll talk about each piece separately in this video. So let me first show you the overview. So for the first part is the shinai. The shinai is a replication of the katana. It doesn't have the exact same dimensions. As you can see, there is no curve in the shinai, but it is meant to represent a katana. As such, it has the same hand grip at the bottom. It has the hand guard called the tsuba. This part represented by this yellow cord is supposedly the blunt edge, so the blunt part of the katana, and all of this then that doesn't have a cord is supposedly able to cut. If you want some more details into how the shinai came to be and what the exact parts are, how they are called and what they are useful for, feel free to say so in the comments and I will try and make a new video in which I describe the shinai into more detail. Next up are the hand guards, also called the kotes. So as you can see, these kotes are in the simple shape of a regular hand guard, and they have this part which is made out of some more sturdy leather to protect you from wrist strikes, and then this part is general padding with some leather. As you can see, it's already been used quite a bit in order to protect your hands, because sometimes in Kendo what happens is people just simply miss and then they don't hit this part, but they hit this part, and you don't want a full strike on your fingers without any protection. We also have the gi. The gi is worn above the top part of your body. Generally, when wearing gi in Kendo, you would not, so it's called a Kendo gi, you will not be wearing a pullover or a t-shirt. You'll just be naked under here. And this is just generally a piece of garb that you use to do Kendo with. It has some protective value as it is made out of full cotton, so when you do get struck, like let's say on the arms, somewhere on the top part of your arms, there is some padding there so that you don't get hit on your naked flesh. Next up we have the tare. As you can see, the tare is meant to cover part of your lower body, so roughly around here. Hopefully you can see it. The tare is pretty sturdy, so when you do get hit there, it does protect quite a bit. It is also the piece of equipment where you will find the zekken. The zekken basically is your your nameplate, which has your name, generally your family name on it in your native language, in Japanese, and then the name of your club. And just to mention, it also protects some of the more delicate parts of the lower body. Then we have the do. The do protects, let's say, your abdomen and part of your chest area. This is pretty sturdy. As you can hear, it's quite heavy, made out of mostly plastic and wood. It protects you, as I said, from strikes to the abdomen, the do strikes, and also suppose an opponent would keep a shinai straight and you'd run into the shinai. It protects your chest so that you don't get the full brunt of that shinai strike onto your chest, because that will be very painful. Next up we have the men. So the men, as I mentioned, is the head guard. It is put on your head, obviously, and it's meant to protect you from all strikes that are valid to the head, and also partly your shoulders. Just show you how it looks when it's on your head. I'll just quickly put it on without properly tightening it. So as you can see, the men protects you not only from strikes to the top of the head, but accidental strikes to the sides, accidental strikes to your shoulders, and also suppose someone would not have his shinai properly under control and they would go towards your face. This grill gives you enough visibility and protection in order to protect you from potential shinai strikes that go straight to the face. Complementary to the men is the tenugi. The tenugi is a small piece of cloth which you will tie around your head in order to give you some extra protection, and it is also something that can be customized to your own design. Now this one is specifically for my Kendo club, being Kendo Gent. Obviously you can have tenugis with various different, there are Star Wars tenugis, there are Game of Thrones tenugis, anything that you want can be on it. But generally we use this one for competitions in order to present our own club. Now last is the hakama. Now the hakama obviously is your, let's say, Kendo version of a pants. Obviously it's not as easy to put on as a pants, but it's similar. It is modeled after feudal era hakama, so it's relatively standard for Japanese culture. So it goes at the bottom part of your body. Now as I said, because it's reminiscent to a pants, it does have parts for your left leg, parts for your right leg, and in order to put it on, voila. And this is how you generally wear a hakama. As you can see, my hakama is a little out of maintenance, but okay. The hakama has several folds, and generally what you would want is for these folds to be nice and clear, so that your hakama looks very pretty. Alright, thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you found this interesting. If you have any questions on the various parts of the gear, maybe in terms of their history, maybe some more detail on what the parts are, or any kind of question that you have on the gear, feel free to put them in the comments, send me an email or whatever, and I'll try and make a new video dedicated to one specific part of the gear, in which I give a bit more explanation, maybe do a price comparison as well, because this is quite important. So this entire set is called a Bogu, and Bogu sets can range from relatively inexpensive to extremely expensive, depending on the amount of quality and customization that you want. But that is something that I'll go into a bit more into detail during the next video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe. Again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to put them in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.